From his hometown capital to the capital of Italy, Bosanski Diamant, or the Bosnian Diamond, has had a massive influence on multiple clubs but has never been given credit for it, contributing directly to 243 non-penalty goals over his career. His football career in the top 5 leagues started with Wolfsburg's gamble of bringing Dzeko to the Bundesliga, which eventually paid off massively. His arrival brought one thing and one thing only: goals. 66 goals in 111 games is no cream puff. A successful first season saw the young striker burst onto the scene with 8 goals and 7 assists in just 17 games started, guiding his side to a 5th place finish in the league. However, nobody could have guessed what would happen the following year. While the legendary Graffiti had been the highest scorer that season, not most of us remember that Dzeko had scored only 2 goals less in second to win the title for Wolfsburg. 2009-10 had yet more success, with the man from Sarajevo notching 22 goals to claim the Bundesliga top goal scorer award. 2008 was the year that Manchester City's ownership changed hands and the first team investment began. In January 2011, Dzeko became their second most expensive transfer behind Robinho, who had already come and gone. For €27 million at that time, it would be normal to expect to feature regularly injured new team. Dzeko had to settle for just 8 starts in the remainder of the campaign and scored only 2 goals. Not the finest of the beginnings, but most don't set the world alight immediately in the Premier League. Dzeko scored 14 Premier League goals in each of his following 2 seasons, despite playing second fiddle to Manchester City superstar strike force. However, his silent big moment came on the last day of the Premier League season 2011-12. All of us remember Martin Tyler's unforgettable heat of the moment reaction to Manchester City's title-winning goal against QPR in the dying embers of the season. Sergio Aguero's last-ditch winner to clinch their first league title in 44 years will live long in the memory not only in Manchester but across the globe. But few remember that it was Edin Dzeko who put the game back to balance by converting David Silva's cross to the back of the net. Bosnia and Herzegovina national manager Safet Sušić asked Dzeko to leave City at the end of the season because of lack of first-team football, with the likes of Juventus and Bayern interested, but he preferred to stay. The Bosnian enjoyed his first year of over 20 domestic starts in blue and reached 16 goals for the campaign. Despite his form, he was then overlooked in favours of others, and 2014-15 proved to be his last season at the Etihad, owing to his lack of game time. He was then off to Roma. The Italians got the man of bargain €10 million. A goal in only his second appearance for the club set the tone for the years to come. In Spalletti's first full season in his second stint as Roma boss, Dzeko was colossal. He led the title charge from the front, helping Roma go neck and neck with Maurizio Sarri's Napoli. He scored 29 goals that season, also picking up 9 assists. Another game which could define Dzeko's career would be Roma's impossible comeback triumph over Barca in the 2017-18 season. Kostas Manola's goal was sold as the obvious winner and was gilded by Peter to his excellent piece of commentary. But perhaps very few know how good Dzeko was in that game. He even got a goal, as he consistently worked the backline which had Gerard Piqué in it. Take this season as an example too. Dzeko has been a top goal scorer of the Giallorossi this season too. He has contributed to a goal every 132 minutes. This season has been a campaign full of injuries for Fonseca's man. In the early part of the campaign, the club had just about every attacking option including Dzeko injured. Nikola Kalinic was out and the vital Lorenzo Pellegrini was out too. Dzeko had endured a double cheekbone fracture and somehow found himself on the bench against Sampdoria. After Kalinic went off injured, Dzeko came on despite not being able to see well and having screws in his cheek. The next game against Milan, scored one and created one to hand Roma a vital win, but hardly anyone paid much attention to this fighter instinct either. Maybe this is how he was meant to be. It is how his career was meant to pan out despite him being a consistent and reliable goal scorer at the global stage for over a decade. Not many have done that by scoring at a stable rate despite the catching up of age. But if not for Dzeko, some great footballing moments might never ever come alive. And that is a fact.